All right, active weather coverage here. We're going nationwide, but we're going to start first of all recapping and also looking ahead for Hurricane Erin. This is Howard Beach in New York, and you see the storm surge causing coastal flooding. Beaches have been a place that people have been urged to stay away from because of the power of the ocean and the water there, just the surf and the rip currents. So we're turning our attention to Atlantic Canada. What, if any, impact we're going to see with this? We've got Nathan Coleman down at historic and iconic Peggy's Cove, Nova Scotia. Nathan, let's talk about the waves. Now, what about the marinas? I'm thinking when storms like this come in, there's some big decisions to be made by those who have boats down at the harbor.
Yes, you're not going to see too many boats behind me on the water here today, Chris, because they're all tucked away in the cove here at Peggy's Cove. And I was out at the Royal Nova Scotia Yacht Squadron, and they were putting double lines on all the boats out there because even though this isn't close to us, we're still feeling those swells, and that can, cause the boats to bob up and down. You want to, make sure you have the right lines on them and that they're strong. They all remembered Dorian there at the yacht club where they lost 3 or 4 boats, but this storm won't be anything like that. But that's, still leaves a memory that you want to remember anytime it's hurricane season.
Yeah, well, no way are we comparing this to any one of, it's not the second coming of Juan, Dorian, or Fiona, but it will certainly still be, I think, impactful in terms of the waves. And we know it's human nature, Nathan. We are curious, we are drawn to the sea, especially when the waves are coming up. So, I'm thinking for tourists, any, say, gentle reminders to them?
Well, you do want to definitely keep your distance, especially here at Peggy's Cove. You can see there are a few people over here, but you want to stay off the black rocks for sure. It's going to be, a lot of onlookers, I would guess, because normally when you get these big waves, you have to have your rain jacket on, you're blowing around, but it's quite calm out here, and you can stand here from a safe distance and watch them come in, but you definitely don't want to get too close. The reason we say black rocks is because that's the rocks that are wet. That's where the waves are reaching. So I'm kind of hugging up against the lighthouse here, keeping my distance, but you don't want to get too close to the water until probably Sunday.
Yeah, you got to be respectful. Okay, so now, Nate, lastly, we always love your stories. Are you working on one maybe you can share with the viewers?
Yes, well, I was down on the Halifax waterfront, and a guy came walking towards me. He was holding a coffee in one hand, and the other hand he had a Harris hawk. So there were seagulls swooping down. The hawk marks the territory there to keep the seagulls from pooping all over the boardwalk, keeps it nice and clean. It's quite the good strategy because they were staying away, and he told me all about it. He monitors both sides of the harbor as well as the universities. He keeps the place environments clean with that hawk. So it was quite an interesting fellow. What a profession that would be.
Indeed. Okay, well, Nathan Coleman, always entertaining and informative. Let's flip over to Ontario here, where you've got a very mild, very warm day today in the south and in the north for that matter. Fast forward to Sunday, 15 degrees in Thunder Bay. It's going to feel rather autumnal around Lake Superior. And by next week, even low 20s and upper teens in southern Ontario. So you will be cooling down in the trough. Meanwhile, across the west, a building area of high pressure will mean a heat wave. Look at Victoria. You're likely going to crack 30 degrees multiple occasions into next week.